Imagine there are two elevators in an office building, side by side. You are free to use either one to go to the 97th floor. But you can see that one is supported by 4 thick cables, while the other is supported by just one. Which one would you rather ride in? This elevator story is somewhat comparable to investing. When uncertainty hits the market, as we've seen in recent years, you want the strongest support for your portfolio you can get. Introducing Invesco Intactive portfolios. Invesco Intactive portfolios are a bit like that elevator, with the stronger support system and multiple cables. The portfolios are made stronger by incorporating a number of key features into one low-cost, convenient investment solution. This includes sophisticated portfolio construction, experienced investment managers, currency hedging to reduce the effects of currency fluctuations, and innovative investment products, some of which haven't been readily available to individual investors until now. When combined, these features become powerful and can make a big difference in managing investment risks as well as providing opportunities for improved performance. Let's see how it has helped Paul and Diane, two busy parents with full-time careers. Paul and Diane knew they needed to get more serious about planning for their financial future, and the last thing they wanted were investments they would need to worry about and monitor on a daily basis. To make things worse, their current investment accounts were like a patchwork quilt, spread out across several fund companies and banks, a direct result of acquiring accounts through different investment professionals over the years. Paul and Diane were looking for an all-in-one investment solution that would provide the potential for higher risk-adjusted returns. They were also looking for one consolidated report to keep them apprised of all of their investments. They decided to call their advisor Dave to discuss their options. Based on their needs, Dave saw an opportunity to consolidate their investments and recommended the Invesco Intactive portfolios. Dave thought this was a good option because Invesco Intactive offers investors a range of well-diversified portfolios that are simple yet sophisticated, and they provide the potential for better risk-adjusted returns. These portfolios would enable Paul and Diane to focus on their life and not their investments. Paul and Diane liked Dave's idea. Now it was just a matter of deciding which Invesco Intactive portfolio was right for them. According to the risk tolerance questionnaire they filled out, Paul and Diane were looking for above-average returns and were willing to accept some fluctuations in the value of their investments. Therefore, Dave recommended the Invesco Intactive Growth portfolio from among the suite of 5 Invesco Intactive accumulation portfolios. The Invesco Intactive Growth portfolio, like all of the other Invesco Intactive portfolios, is created using a strategic asset allocation approach that pairs some of the best actively managed funds within Invesco with a selection of PowerShares funds and ETFs that are offered primarily through Invesco PowerShares, one of the largest ETF providers in the world. This strategic approach is critical, as research shows that asset allocation accounts for more than 90% of the variability of a portfolio's returns. The Invesco Global Asset Allocation Team, which advises all the Invesco Intactive portfolios, evaluates and combines different asset classes that do not move in tandem with each other. The team's intention is to limit risk and smooth out performance over time. Based on these correlations, they also consider how each asset class has historically performed within inflationary, non-inflationary, and recessionary environments. Keeping the prevailing economic environment top of mind, the portfolio is then managed on an ongoing basis using a tactical asset allocation strategy. This involves adjusting up to 15% of the portfolio in an effort to reflect near-term economic environments and improve each portfolio's risk-return profile. This is crucial because various asset classes respond differently to economic environments. For example, historically, government bonds have generally performed poorly when inflation and real growth rise, while commodities have generally performed well under the same circumstances. In addition to asset class diversification, Dave liked the fact that Invesco Intactive accumulation portfolios allow investors to realize the benefits of foreign equities and currency diversification with reduced exchange rate volatility by hedging approximately half of the foreign currencies in the underlying funds. This is particularly important because currency volatility, like market volatility, has increased dramatically over the past few years, leaving investors anxious about taking on global exposure. Dave also introduced Paul and Diane to the Invesco Intactive target date portfolios because he saw some immediate benefits they could take advantage of where their son was concerned. Even though their son is 5 years old, they still hadn't found the time to set up an RESP for him. Dave recommended the Invesco Intactive 2023 portfolio because it would provide Paul and Diane's son with the growth he needs in the early years, but gradually transition to fixed income securities and cash with each passing year. This transition to cash is essential, as a high cash weight in the last few years of a portfolio offers protection from potential negative market events that could erode much of the gains that were made over the years. So by the time Paul and Diane's son turns 18, the portfolio would have transitioned to 100% cash, just in time for university. This solution is now also helping Paul and Diane to rest easier knowing they have a plan to finance their son's education. Today, you can begin to enjoy a stronger support system for your investments by taking advantage of Invesco Intactive portfolios. Invesco Intactive combines the best of what Invesco has to offer, all for a low cost and in one convenient program. Now that's something investors can feel confident investing in. Get the Invesco Intactive Advantage today.